Once the Genexus license that allows local prototyping has been installed, after pressing F5 to run the app for the first time, Genexus will request the DBMS connection data. Then, we need to enter a name for the database and the name of the server instance to establish the connection. As we may not remember or know the name of the server, we can select the Edit Connection option, which will display the following table. From here, we can select the server name and specify a name for the database that will be created by Genexus. So, we'll enter the name and click on this link that says Create Database. We click on OK. And note that the data entered is indeed in the initial table. And then we can click on Finish. From now on, Genexus will continue with the stages of the build process. Lastly, it'll run the developer menu. It's important to note that from now on, Genexus will not request this configuration again for running this KB. However, for some reason, we may want to change the server instance or modify the connection data. To do so, from the KB Explorer window, or from the Preferences option, depending on where the data store is visible, we can select it and right-click to select the Edit Connections option. This option will show the same table we saw before, and then we can edit the connection to make the necessary changes. For example, define a new database, add one to the one we had, and we click again on Create Database. OK. And we note that the indicated configuration data can be verified in the properties database name and server name at the default data store properties level. Another property to take into account at the default data store level is the SQL version we're indicating. Lastly, for Genexus to build the application with this new configuration data, we need to select the Build menu and select the option Create Database Tables. Let's look at the corresponding impact analysis report. Click on Create, and once the process is finished, we'll press F5 because this Create Database option doesn't run the developer menu. So we press F5. As we've said before, once the data store configuration has been made, Genexus will not ask for it again to run this KB.